Hi, good morning everyone. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate them. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs. It is a broad spectrum collective reading. You need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. Nothing's broken or wrong. You just might be working on something different at this time. It's originally created for Saturday, the 8th of July, but it's not solely set for that date. If you're watching it on a different date, but it makes sense to your situation, by all means, utilize the reading when you see it. Don't get caught up in the date. For those, I do believe that readings can be timeless and find us when we need them rather than when they were originally created for. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there is some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing the channel, what decks I'm using, how to contact me via social media, either my Instagram page or my Facebook business page to follow me. And if you want a private reading, you would need to message me at one of those two places. Please know that I will never reach out to you to initiate the sale of a reading, so you always have to be the one to message me first. If anybody were to reach out to you asking to sell you a reading, just know that that's not me. It may be somebody pretending to be me. Also, easy ways to support the channel. Please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hitting the notification bell so you get notified when I put up new content, which is daily. And then leaving a question or comment, sharing the video out, all of those things greatly help get the word out. So I greatly appreciate that when people do that for me. So, and then what else? Oh, you'll hear me referring back to the Sunday underpinning energy, which is the Sunday reading. That populates in the lower left-hand corner of this video at the end. So if you want to check out that video, you certainly can. If you hear me talking about cards you don't see here, I'm usually referring back to those cards there. And let's see, I think that's it. That's my spiel for the day. Let me do the last deck and see what Spirit wants us to know for the 8th. Moon is in Pisces. Neptune is in retrograde in Pisces. Venus, I believe, is in retrograde. And I believe Saturn is in retrograde. So a lot of stuff should be being revealed to us right now. Let's see here, what's going on. Alright, so our card for the day is the Nine of Cups. I will take it. Contentment and satisfaction. The Nine of Cups is about feeling emotionally satisfied, complete, whole. Like our emotional well-being should be at the forefront today. It's almost like to me, it feels like a job well done. You know, a task faced and achieved in a way. We've lined up our cups, so to speak, gotten our stuff together, gotten ourselves straight emotionally. This could be some of yesterday's influence of the Queen of Pentacles too. Her grounding nature allows us to bring in this sort of straightforward way of feeling, or this clarity of feeling, this harmony even within ourselves. It may be predominantly within ourselves, it being a 9. 9s are about completions with cycles, to personal completions. 10s would be about total completions with everyone involved, for everyone involved within the situation. Today we should feel emotionally sound, happy. Maybe even some of us feel as though we've learned a lesson emotionally. We might be even a little bit more emotionally mature around a situation, a person, a relationship. I feel like this is a really good card to have today. One thing I am going to say about these champagne flutes that are on here, you can barely see them in the video, but they have this delicacy to them, right? They're there and they're lined up. We've done the work. We've brought I want to say our more delicate aspects of ourselves in alignment to how we truly feel. And we've protected them along the way. You know, we've done a good job. And maybe that needs to be acknowledged for someone out there, that although maybe it was a little bit rough of a go previous to now's the time to kind of settle in and appreciate the work that we've done and the accomplishments that we've achieved, especially emotionally, and to sort of settle in and relax in that and bask in that is my feeling, you know, like just kind of dwell in that place of like peace, serenity, surrender even could be a good word for the Nine of Cups, where we just sort of let go and we begin to feel better. We begin to turn the, you know, sort of the boat around and move towards feeling better. So let's look at the Cosmic Insights card. This is a yes, Ladybug, luck is on your side. So I like this. This feels, you know, to me, ladybugs are blessings. I see them from time to time. They're also associated with Mother Mary, which to me is the divine feminine too. If you had a question of some sort, you know, the answer might be yes today. If that is a self-indulgent question with this Nine of Cups here, go ahead and self-indulge. Take care of yourself first. This is a big affirmation that putting our own self, our own emotional well-being ahead of everyone else or everything else in our life right now is okay. And in doing so, we bring about probably a sense of peace, harmony, like I said, alignment that we deserve and that we've been maybe working towards. And I don't know why, but these champagne flutes, there's something about the delicacy, like the delicate nature of our emotions and bringing them forward in such a way that has been ideally nurturing, caring, and we've done it very well with this yes card. Let's go to the Star Maiden Oracle and look at what this is. So this is card number 14, Movement. This is the Chariot, which we saw yesterday in our clarifiers. The interesting thing about this Chariot card to me is all of this red and fire, right? This sort of fiery red color. This is about being connected. You know, when it says cosmic energy, it makes me think about being connected into a higher sense of who we are or where we want to go, what we want to do. Tapping into that, maybe even through meditation, connecting to the cosmos or to our higher selves, our higher, you know, our spirit guides, whatever it is, however it is we practice that. Tapping into that helps us to move forward in a way that feels very sound. I get a sense with all three of these cards, it's a very positive day today. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that everything's going to work out in our favor or situations are going to automatically like solve themselves, but we feel solved with this yes card, with the Chariot, even the fiery like yellow red color combination feels like we have the energy to take action. We have the emotional sort of, I guess, serenity to be at peace with whatever and however a situation is, and so now we can connect in and move forward in a positive and productive manner. Let's go to the clarifiers. We have the Queen of Swords. She's gonna, you know, be about logic. She's definitely pointing towards the future and ready to. Oh, here's our friend, the Queen of Pentacles, which we saw yesterday. Two queens on the board, and the Two of Wands. So we have this logic and sort of discernment with these queens here. They both represent the emotions, right? Because they are queens. So their secondary influence is that queen aspect, which is represents the cups suit. So with this Nine of Cups here, I feel like there is this clarity of emotions because we see these two queens here. We have, again, two divine sort of feminine presences in the reading. You know, leading us, nurturing us, guiding us, calming us, asking us to be discerning, asking us to be practical, asking us to be logical, asking us to put ourselves first, right? And make those decisions from that place of logic. And I love that we have the body, the mind, and the emotions, right? And then we even have spirit here in the Wands, and the Two of Wands. Underpinning this from Sunday is that Two of Pentacles. So we also have two twos here, or the influence of two twos. And twos to me are always about making a decision or potentially around a relationship or two paths. It can also be about the relationship to the self and deepening that, you know, bringing it more into alignment. And I feel like that's what's going on here. We could be very clear or finding great amounts of clarity on how we feel, what we need to do in the 3D world, and what decisions we need to make or steps we need to take to action that. And that's sort of the yes card, that ladybug. And also I will say this, because the ladybug's not red on the card, but that red and yellow in the Chariot pairs nicely with the red of a ladybug, right? And again, she's associated with Mother Mary, which is divine feminine, which brings me to these two queens. Sorry to be looping around on these cards, but I do see a lot of similarities or patterns in them. To me, today is a day to really listen to our intuition, because we do see these queens, and yesterday we had the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. This is about listening to our intuition when making our decisions. And what feels right, what feels connected, not only feels right, but also feels logical and sound and like grounded is really the route we want to pursue. Or that the energy that these women want us to pursue, these queens want us to exemplify this sort of logic and discernment. You know, logic being the Queen of Swords, discernment being the Queen of Pentacles. Keeping things practical yet emotionally connected, keeping ourselves in alignment with our emotions and how we feel about a situation, and then making our decisions from there rather than from maybe someone else's needs or what we think the right thing would be to do. Does that make sense? And so I get the sense that we are able to put ourselves first, and that's a really good thing. It's a really empowered state of being. And that's, the empowerment is that yes card, right? That positivity of, like, to me, yes is about being open to the possibility of maybe change, choice, desire, and moving towards that today, especially with that Chariot card and the Two of Wands here. We get to choose how we do this, and I believe that with the two queens influence, we will choose well. We will choose in a sound manner that suits us emotionally, with the Nine of Cups being present. Here is the grounding stone for the week. I love it. This is on aventurine, and it associates to me to the heart chakra again, which we saw that green stone yesterday. So again, staying in that nurturing space. It's namaste. You can't really see it very well because it's so dark, the green. But it's that depth of the heart chakra. Listening to that heart chakra is the balance of the Nine of Cups. Connects us to then, you know, using our mind and maybe our body, our physical awareness, the true power of these two queens in making our decision. Namaste means the God in me honors the God in you. So honor the God in you today, right? Or the queen in you, the authority in you, the deserving part of you that deserves to be happy, that deserves to move towards sort of your bliss, right? That's the yes in all of this. That's the opportunity. That's the, I will say this too, Chariot is associated with the sign of Cancer, which is an extremely nurturing, which is associated with, Cancer's, associated with the moon. And that's a very feminine sort of presence, La Luna, and so there is this nurturing divinity, or divine feminine nature that we need to be bringing in today and allowing to maybe heal ourselves emotionally and make our decisions for us today. These will be empowered decisions, even if they're coming from the divine feminine, right? Sometimes people think that the divine masculine is more about action. Not necessarily always the case. There's a mix of both here with the Chariot and with the Two of Wands here, because that is about taking action or movement forward. Namaste is about honoring ourselves, and sometimes honoring others in a situation, even if the situation isn't the way that we want it to be, or playing out the way we thought it would. Maybe this namaste could be for some of us a release, right? The God in me honors the God in you. Like, in other words, where you're at, I may not understand, but I accept and I honor. And I honor myself by making decisions from a place of, I need to go in this direction rather than that. That is your reading. I hope that makes sense. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a question or comment, and tune in tomorrow to see how this energy changes. We have a new weekly reading coming out. Have a great day and take care.